Hi, welcome back.
Oh, I've only just noticed that.
Hi, welcome back.
Who are you?
I'm John.
And I'm worried. Welcome to Gear Talk. All right, straight in with it. Today, oh, you got me on that one. Today we're talking gloves, all right? Now, you know and we know they're not a legal requirement, but...
Excuse me,
What?
I'm Graham, by the way, I'm not John.
Oh, yeah. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, right, yeah. You know, we know, they're not a legal requirement, but if you want to save your skin from looking like it's been attacked with a cheese grater if you go sliding down the road, no glove, no love. Should we start with these?
Yeah, can I?
All right, okay. I would say these are pretty much my go-to pair. They're a summer glove. They're designed by Alpinestars, not Alpinestars. They're not designed by muesli. If they were made of muesli, that wouldn't offer much protection.
Mine are Weetabix.
All right, like a
Kellogg's.
Oh, this is supposed to be professional.
All right.
All right. Okay. They are classed as a summer glove. There's so much more than that. I've had these for about 18 months, and I've done around about 10,000 miles in them, and they've been brilliant. TPU protection on the knuckle. That's going to protect you if you're unfortunate enough to take a slide down the road, and it's strong stuff. There's no doubt about that. Solidly made all the way around, both on the top side and on the bottom side. Double leather on the palm, and also I think that's the scaphoid area. You've got extra protection there, but because you've got extra protection / extra padding, it does more than just protect it. It actually acts as a bit of a vibration damper if you've got some buzzy handlebars.
That'd be good on S1000 XR.
It would, wouldn't it? The other side, you've also got some protection on your fingers as well on the knuckle joints, which is kind of a nice little added bonus. But cleverly, and what I do like, and I think this is derived from sort of MotoGP and WSB,
So
is that they have a finger bridge.
Yeah,
So if you do
managed to
land funny,
yeah, you are protected. I couldn't get on with that, to be fair. On the others, I've cut that.
Seriously?
Yeah, I couldn't stand the resistance.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
It's not something I've ever noticed. That's the funny thing.
I just felt, I don't know. So
Well, it's horses
cut
for
mine.
courses, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
The idea behind it, obviously, is so that you don't, if you do land funny, it limits, I won't say it negates, but it limits the chances that you might break a finger.
coming round
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Let's go back to the underside. You've got 2 Velcro straps. You've got one on the cuff, but more importantly, I think you've got one on the actual wrist itself. And the idea behind that is that if you should take a tumble, that's designed to help prevent the glove being ripped off your hand and then cheese grating your skin. It's a clever piece of kit. The more that I've sort of looked into design of gloves and jackets and everything else, the more I'm learning. And obviously you've got the good old-fashioned accordion strips that help with flexibility. So even though it's it was a fairly tough glove when I first got it, like a lot of these
Leathers
gloves
are,
are.
they don't give though.
But I do find it broken quite easily. And again, with it being a summer glove, you've got ventilation all over the place. But the cleverest one I like is just underneath the TPU, and I don't think you'd be able to see that on the camera, maybe you can. But they've got little vent holes just under there. So if you think about your hand is in that position when you're on the bike, the actual air is hitting right in those channels.
Yeah.
And it does work.
Good idea.
The thing that has amazed me more than anything else is the differences in temperatures that I've been able to use them in. 50 degrees in Madrid, all the way down to about 3 degrees in Scotland. And even in Scotland, in dry weather, not wet weather, but in dry weather, 3 degrees with a pair of silk inner lining gloves and the heated grips on, they've made riding bearable. So for me, that was a bit of a bonus. I think they cost around about the £70 mark.
Yeah, this is another thing with gloves. They do know how to charge.
Yeah.
for gloves, don't they? I find gloves very expensive for what they are.
Yeah.
You know, some of the gloves I've got upstairs, that, you know, they're like £2.50, £2.30, £100, which they're a lot of money, you know, and I think they could do better with the gloves, price-wise.
Do you think there's that sort of thing of, because it's a motorcycle glove, it's going to be charged accordingly?
I think it's anything in that sort of like scale where you're into motorbikes, you'll pay the premium. You're into horses, you'll pay the premium. I think there's a massive markup on the gloves, and I don't think the gloves need to be that expensive.
It's a fair comment. It's a fair comment, and I'm sure you're not the only person out there to have that sort of opinion.
I'm saying that there's a lot of work goes into the glove. I get that with the design and the fabric and the materials what are being used.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they could come down slightly on the price.
Yeah, I'd agree with you on that one. But there's always that old saying, isn't it? You get what you pay for.
Yeah,
but I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Sometimes you will
measure twice, cut once, so to speak. So you pay twice, and what is it?
What is it? Buy cheap, buy twice.
Buy twice.
Yeah. But I think, on the whole, for me, I feel as though they've been worth the money. I think that's the best way to describe it. So that's my take on a summer glove. All right. What you got there?
Yeah, well, I got these. If you remember when I called in up at Alan Jeffries when we went up to Scotland that time, came through Shipley.
I forgot about that.
And they were having a sale on the merchandise, and basically these were pennies for what they are. They're really light. They're Goretex. They are Danish. They are certified Category 2, and they are so comfy, light, and absolutely, they're brilliant. They're a brilliant glove. They've got the integral blade wipe for your visor.
That's useful, particularly on a winter.
It is, and they're really padded and protected. But on the other hand, you can feel the bike.
No, on the other hand, you haven't got a glove.
On the other hand, you can still feel the bike, and because I have a pair of gloves upstairs which wasn't cheap, and I hate them. You can't feel the bars.
So that can be a problem with winter gloves, can't it? They're so thick.
So thick. At one point you like that, and to me, I like to feel the bars, and they are very, very warm. They're very light. They're waterproof. And
so they're textile, aren't they? I presume all the yellow is reflective, is it?
I think it's just design, and it's just for a tarty, that's all.
For a tarty such as yourself?
Yes. Yeah. That's all it is. But they're a smashing glove, and they've got some really good knuckle protectors there.
It's quite subtle as well, isn't it? Because that's sort of in your face, look at me, and that... Yeah, that's the same TPU, isn't it?
It is, yeah. But yeah, I do like them. Same as the boots with the Italian...
You do like your little Italian flag, don't you?
Yeah.
Is this a sort of... I was going to say, is this a subtle way of letting me know that one day there might be a Ducati part in the garage?
I can honestly say there will never ever be a Ducati part in my garage.
No, we can save that for another video.
Yeah.
So, sort of in a nutshell, there's 1,000,001 kind of gloves out there, and they range from basic to extremely technical, from cheap to extremely expensive. But the bottom line is, if you're unfortunate enough to have a spill down the road, and you don't want to end up with hands looking like Terminator's skeleton after he's had his skin ripped, consider getting yourself some gloves. And if you do go down the line of wanting to get some, put some thought into it. See what they're made like. Have a look at technically how they're made, because they're so different. And try a lot of pairs on, because all sizes are different. A large in Alpinestars might be the equivalent of an extra large in Dynasty.
Yeah.
Try them on. Try as many pairs on as you want, because at the end of the day, this is your money. It's your skin, and it's your choice. And after all, it should fit like a glove. Till the next time.
Bye bye. I'm Graham.
And I'm Stuart.
See you later, pal.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.